What's up YouTube, Explosion Phlosion here, back again today for a little bit different than what we've been having normally. Normally, you know, we have Let's Plays, we have like one battle on here, but I haven't done this in a very long time, not since Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire were actually coming out, but we actually have a video about leaks for Sun and Moon. Just a couple of minutes ago, probably like maybe at this point, about a half hour, 45 minutes ago, Nintendo released on their YouTube, their actual website, Twitter, everywhere they released all these video of all these new Pokemon. So I thought I would just let you guys know about them if you guys haven't heard already. So first thing we got up here is Wimpy. It is a little tiny, looks like possibly a fossil. It is a bug water type with a new ability called Wimp Out. Now what does Wimp Out, you might ask? Well, Wimp Out over here actually makes it, once it takes a sustainable amount of damage, I believe, it will actually be forced to switch. Which that is really good actually. If you want like any kind of, if you ever are worried about having to switch out in competitive, this might actually be very useful, because if you take enough damage you can just swap out and you don't have to worry about having like U-turn on there to get the switch initiative or anything like that. It may not be very good. I mean, I don't even know if this thing will have good stats or it will have a eventual of evolution that might be of a lot better stats, but we shall see when the time comes. Next up, we got Bonesweet. Nothing too special about this one, just with Leaf Guard and Oblivious, but it looks almost like a different variation of Cherim, so I'd love to see what kind of actual flower it's based off of. Up next, we got Comfy, which is, I find it very cool that it's actually a lay, being that it is based in Hawaii, so why would you not have a lay? And that it's a fairy type. It does have a new ability called Tri-Edge though. They didn't showcase in the video what it was, so I did a little bit digging and found that Comfy can have the new ability Tri-Edge. No Pokemon has ever had it before. It gets top priority in the match to healing moves. This could be great. Like, I don't know what healing moves this is going to learn. If this thing could learn multiple healing moves, like maybe like a new healing move or something like that, or I don't even know. Because if it's bulky, this could be really good for itself, but I see this being more of a utility in any sort of like double battle, which could be fantastic, because you always want to be able to heal up your partner, especially if it's bulky enough to do so. Alright, next one we got is Mudsdale. We got a ground horse now to go with our fire horse, and this one actually also has a new ability. They just went ham today on these new abilities, and this one has stamina. Stamina is really cool actually. Stamina, as you can see here, it took a little bit of damage and it actually raised the defense a little bit. That is fantastic. If you know you need a physical wall, you switch it in and boom, you now have a higher defense Pokemon. That is awesome. Now, I know you guys saw this a couple days ago. I know Korokoro released this in the magazine. I know that Cerebi posted it a lot of places. But then we got Mimikyu with its ability of disguise. I personally love this design on this Pokemon. Like the fact that inside the little let's see if we can get this over here. Nope, I can't. And nope, we're not going to be able to point to it because I don't know how camera angles work. But underneath the little two dots underneath there are the actual eyes for the Pokemon. The rest of it's just a disguise, hence the ability Disguise. But now that I actually know what Disguise does, it's Substitute. It's a built-in substitute. You take no damage like the first time. I don't know if there's any way to rebuild it. That would be broken. But it's basically a free sub. And that is fantastic. I love this Pokemon. I'm praying that its stats are going to be good, because I want to throw this on a team. I want to make a competitive team with this. Alright, then we got Beware. Not exactly a fan of the name. Not too big a fan of the design, actually. But what intrigued me was the normal fighting typing. I mean, we have Mega Lopunny, and that's probably like my favorite Mega right now. And it came with the new ability, Fluffy. So I wasn't sure what Fluffy did. It reminded me a lot of what I heard about Fur Coat. I love Frufro in my own personal playthroughs because of Fur Coat. But so I looked it up as well. And Beware may have the Fluffy ability, a new ability no other Pokemon has had before, blah blah blah. It halves the attack of physical damage taken. like with direct contact, but in return it also doubles the damage taken from fire type moves. So I find that really interesting actually. Like, I guess like teddy bears and stuffed animals are more flammable than some things, so the fact that the trade-off is it can take a lot more hits, but that fire will be more effective against it, it's interesting. I'd love to see how it works out. It'd be perfect bait for anything with flash fire, so your opponent would want to go for a fire type move, you swap it out, you swap in something with flash fire, and there you go. And that was all the Pokemon released and their abilities. However, they did showcase one more thing that I was so happy they brought back, because otherwise this was going to be a pain for me. They brought back Super Training under the new mantle of Hyper Training. I don't really care what they call it, just so long as I can EV train, and I'm really excited that for a lot more people to be coming into the competitive scene with this generation, just because they have the typings, the matchups you don't have to worry about yourself anymore. They're adding back in the Super Training, that they're adding in all these things. As long as they have the breeding mechanics the same with the Everstone and the Destiny Knot, it'll open up a whole new frontier and a whole new wave of people, and I love me a good challenge. So I'm really happy that they brought this back. But yep, so it wasn't too long of a video, but there was just so many things to cover, and I was so hyped. First thing I wake up is this. It's great. It's fantastic. I can't wait. I can't wait till next month. I heard next month we're supposed to be getting huge releases on the on Sun and Moon, so we're gonna be looking forward to that too. But so for right now, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed the extra video this week. And until next time, go with the flow.